Okay, it just came upon me to make a video about something that I heard yesterday when I was visiting a friend, and he said we were talking about Islam and the astonishing number of suicide attacks on innocent people, not only in the UK but Europe, United States, all over the Western world. Thousands of people, innocent people, being murdered, lost their lives, lost everything because of Islamic extremists. And he said that all, not all Muslims are suicide bombers. Of course, we all know that. But all suicide bombers are Muslim, right? Now, he was just stating facts. Okay, that's the truth. But if this person was to say what I just said publicly, he would be lynched, he would be ambushed, he would be told to shut up, to get off the camera, he would be labelled an Islamophobe. He would be the one that would be hated by the majority in the cultural Marxist media setting, right? Because it's unpolitically correct to say anything against Islam. But he was only stating a truth. And I agreed with him that one should not be demonized. One should not demonize, rather, peace-loving, conscientious, religious people, whatever their religion. If they go about their lives peacefully and don't interfere with others and don't murder others, kill others for no reason, then we shouldn't demonize them. But if somebody or some group commits such an atrocious act as to bomb people to smithereens just because they don't agree with their religious beliefs, then they should be condemned, no matter what religion they belong to. So why then are we condemning people for speaking the truth? Why are you not allowed to speak the truth, to state the facts as they are? Why is that considered hate speech? Why is it considered racist? I don't consider myself racist, but that doesn't mean that I can deny the facts. It doesn't mean that I've got anything against Islam practiced peacefully and privately without the need to convert others to your belief system. And I'm well aware that Christians have been trying to do this for centuries. And I'm aware about the Spanish colonialism and American and British imperialism, and I'm aware of all the atrocities that have happened because of Western imperialism. We held slaves, we created concentration camps, we murdered people by the millions. It happened in Stalinist Russia, it happened in Mao's China, it happened due to Hitler's Nazism in Germany. All of these extreme ideologies have caused the deaths of millions of innocent people. That one I actually forget what the point I was going to make there, but just because they may be in retaliation for crimes against humanity in the Middle East, for oil gain, for financial and political and strategic gain, doesn't give them the right to target innocent people. We didn't commit those atrocities against them. We are not guilty. We are not insulting the Prophet Muhammad. We might say some truth, we might state the facts as they're written in history about him. That doesn't mean we're insulting him. Does it mean that we, in being called an Islamophobe, is the least of our worries? Because those same extremists have protested on the street saying that they will kill anybody who insults the Prophet Muhammad. Now, what this has got to do with God, I don't know. But why is it that we're the ones that are demonized when they're the ones clearly being hateful and murderous, ready to go on the rampage, demonizing us for not believing what they believe? And they're not even in their own country. Can you imagine going to Islam and building a church in Iran, Iraq, or Pakistan, or Afghanistan? Can you imagine building a church? Can you imagine preaching Christianity and having all the rights that we deliver to those people? We are the liberal ones, allowing them freedom of speech, freedom of the right to protest, freedom to build mosques like supermarkets. And we commit no attacks or atrocities in our own country against them, or very few. The odd rare psychopath that has some vigilante thing going on in his consciousness. But we are the ones that are demonized for speaking the truth. Now, if some Islamist extreme group tomorrow was to blow up the Houses of Parliament, would we still be labelled Islamophobes for condemning and criticising those people? When non-Muslim women in Germany are raped by a group of Islamists, is that not to be condemned just because they're Islamic? I mean, what kind of society are we creating when we can't condemn what is to be condemned, that is to be judged? Why can't we judge clearly and harshly? If God judges clearly and harshly, why can't human beings exercise that right also? If Christians were doing it, I would condemn them. If Buddhists were doing it, I would condemn them. No matter what religion. I wouldn't condemn the peace-loving meditation masters sitting on their cushions. Not condemning them, they're bothering no one, they're trying to condemn no one. But when you come into somebody else's country and live under the privileges that they provide, benefit system and social support and all kinds of things not even available in your own country, and then threaten to kill the people in our country, and this is not being nationalistic, it's just saying that this is wrong, that we shouldn't tolerate such hatred. It's wrong wherever it is. To be hateful and murderous and venomous in your speeches, you should be able to speak out against that. So what kind of free society are we living in then, when we're allowing the cultural postmodern Marxists to put to write into law what we can say and what we can't say? You see, why shouldn't we be allowed to state the facts as they are? That's all I'm saying. This has got nothing to do with condemning Islam or comparing Islam to Christianity in the past. But be aware that Islam also is a religion that is built on murder, conquest, slavery, the subjugation and subordination of women. This is not hate speech, this is the truth. This is how it was and how it still is in some places. So we should defend what we have legitimately worked for centuries as people to provide the rights that we take for granted today. And we should condemn people who try to bring us back to the Dark Ages. Is that what we want to be? To live under oppression and tyranny and hatred? Because God said this, and Muhammad said that? Is that what the world we want to be living in? To go back to before the Middle Ages? Think about that. Start speaking out against what's right and what's wrong. Don't be afraid, because these ignorant left-wing people says that you can say this and you can't say that because they're Islamic, and because of that they should be protected. Rubbish. Nobody should be protected that commits atrocities against humankind, no matter their religion, no matter their ideology. They should be condemned, their acts should be condemned, and their beliefs should be condemned. Thank you.